everybody, we're going to make a pencil style glitter pen. These are the glitters I'm going to use, and I'm going to start with my painted pen, and I'm going to pre-open all of my glitter jars. And because my silver glitter is so full, I like to pour a little into a cup so that I can control how much comes out. Using this resin, I am going to put a thin coat of resin over my painted pen, just a nice thin layer to adhere the glitter and get it to stick to the pen. And I actually got a little too much out, so I put it back. Don't want to waste anything. And I'm going to start with my pink for the eraser end and make sure I get a good coverage there. And then a new piece of paper and my silver glitter for the little metal piece that holds the eraser on, and then a new piece of paper. And then I'm going to use the gold for the wooden end or the sharpened end, and then I'm going to go in with the yellow for the rest of the pen, and just make sure that's good and covered, and be careful about where I put that yellow. And into the light it goes, and clean up my glitter. It was under the light for 1 2-minute round, and then now I'm going to do another coat of resin to seal that glitter. I did not sand between these two layers. Once I get a nice even coverage of UV resin over that glitter, it's going to go back into the light. And it was actually in the light for 3 rounds in order to get that glitter to, or that resin to cure all the way. Once it's cured, we go to the sink for sanding. After it's sanded, I wipe it off with some rubbing alcohol. And then I get my little mat and I go to put my decals on. This is holographic vinyl, and I just cut some strips off of the vinyl sheet with my X-Acto knife. And then I just wrap a little bit around the top and the bottom of the silver layer, just to look like, you know, the metal bracket is a little more 3D. And then somehow I got purple alcohol ink on my fingers that I had to wipe off. I don't even know where it came from. But then I need to put the name on this pencil, and this is a custom order, so this is the name of the person that ordered it. After I do my weeding, then I just use some painter's tape and I line it up with the bottom of the name so that I can make sure it's lined up on the pen, and I get that on there good, and it comes right off and it looks good. And so then we go back into with the UV resin for the Mr. Resin, and this goes on really thick, and I actually like to use a good generous amount of this so that none of that vinyl can come through or starts floating. And I spread it around to get it nice and even, and then I do a few turns to level off the resin, and then back into the light it goes, and I turn it while it's under the light for the first few seconds, and then it's done, and we clean it and we put it back together, and we have a beautiful pencil pen.